Hey guys, so we're going to hit the upper body this time and we're going to be really focusing on the tempo and the full range of movement. So we're going to be focusing on the chest, the triceps, the biceps, the lats and the delts, shoulders, front and back, okay? So we're going to be focusing firstly on a superset. It's going to be push-ups and tricep dips. So you don't actually need a weight for this one because your body is going to be the acting weight. So we're going to go into a push-up. So before we get into any kind of tempo, I just want to dial in the actual push-up technique. So you've got your fingers fully splayed on the floor. Their hands are directly beneath your shoulders. They're not out in front of the head. The head is actually out in front of the hands. And the aim is to lower your chest all the way down onto the floor between your two hands. You're going to then squeeze your abs and push yourself away from the floor to come back up tall. So it's a big inhale as we drop our chest all the way down to the floor, and it's a big squeeze on the abs coupled with an exhale as we push ourselves away using the whole palm of the hand, not just the heel, because the amount of people who just push through the heel. Utilize the fingertips, the ball of the hand, and the heel of the hand at the same time. Okay, so the whole idea here is we're going to go for 12 reps. It's going to be a tempo of 5 seconds down, 0 seconds at the bottom, 1 second up, 0 seconds at the top. And it's a big inhale on the way down. So let's go for our first rep of 12 and drop for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drive. And as we're lowering ourselves down, we're really focusing on the abs, the chest, the triceps, and the shoulders. And it's going to get really difficult as the reps progress. So that's where you got to stay switched on and focused on the chest doing its job. So we're finished our 12 reps on chest press. We're then going to bring our chair into play. We're going to sit ourselves up on the chair, legs are out nice and straight in front, and think that you have an itchy back and you need to scratch your back against the edge of the chair. So it's a big inhale as we drop ourselves down over 5 seconds. Squeeze the abs, push yourself up. Big inhale, drop yourself down over 5 seconds, keeping that back nice and tight to the seat pan of the chair, because the amount of times we actually catch ourselves far away from the chair. Keep in nice and close to the chair, almost scratch your back with it as you're going down. And we're focusing on the triceps, that's the backs of the arms, bingo wing territory, pushing you back up. So we've done our first superset. We're now going to go into an individual exercise. It's going to be a half kneeling overhead press. So I'm into a lunge, I've got my knee on the floor and I've got my weight, whatever it is, a kettlebell, a bag full of bricks, whatever you have at home to hand, up on my chest, okay? Big squeeze on my abs. I'm going to drive that bell as high as I can, as fast as I can, and then I'm going to take 5 seconds, bring her back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and punch it up again. And I'm focusing on dropping my elbow nice and low, because if you drop the elbow low, your lats are folding back and down, and it's making sure you get full range of movement on your shoulder. So it's going to be 12 on the right, and it's going to be 12 on the left, and you're really focusing on using your abs to stabilize the body as you work. 4 rounds. It's going to be difficult, so stay with it. So I'm now finished my overhead press. I'm going to go into a further exercise on the shoulders. It's going to be a front raise, and then I'm going to hit the back of the shoulder and the lats with a single arm row. So I'm going to grab my bell, standing up tall, holding it in front of my torso, shoulders back, soft knees, squeeze my abs, raise her up in front, and then slowly down over the course of 5 seconds, keeping my abs tight, keeping my shoulder blades pinned back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up in 1. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So finish my front raise. I'm going to go straight into my superset next exercise. It's going to be a single arm row. I'm going to put my hand on a chair, a table, a bench, whatever it is. My feet are out either side, shoulder width. Toes turned out slightly. I've got a nice soft bend on my knees. I'm pushing my hips out the back. My chest is pushed forward, and I'm exaggerating that posture between my shoulder blades. So I'm now going to do a big squeeze on my abs, draw the bell to my armpit, and then it's a 5 second release to the floor. And I'm releasing through my lat. That's the big wing of muscle on the back of my body. I'm not actually focusing on the bicep in any way. I'm focusing on pulling from the lat and then slowly releasing from the lat. And you'd be surprised how quickly those muscles start to fail and that bell or that weight starts to speed up as it's going towards the floor. So that's where you've got to stay switched on and focused on the muscle working. So I've finished my single arm row, my front raise. I'm now going to go into my last superset, and it's going to be a single arm lateral raise followed by a lamo curl or lamo curl, okay? So the lateral raise is a lot harder to do. So what I tend to do is drop the resistance slightly so I can really focus on the technique. So I've got a slightly lighter weight this time. I've got myself in my single arm row position. And instead of drawing the weight up to my armpit, I'm now going to bring it straight out to the side. And I'm using my abs to control the torso and not rotate. So it's a big exhale up, and then it's 5 seconds, back down, starting again, 1 second up, and then 5 seconds, back down. This is a really difficult exercise to dial in on the shoulder, but also you're getting your lat, you're getting your abs, and you're getting your tricep in there too. So I now finished my lateral raise either side, 12 reps. I'm going to go back to my slightly heavier weight. I'm going to go into my lamo curl. So it's going to be a full extension on my arm. My elbow is nice and tight to my ribs. I'm going to squeeze my abs. I'm going to curl that to my shoulder, and then I'm going to punch it above my head. And then I'm going to slowly bring it down over the course of 6 seconds. 3 seconds to the shoulder, 3 seconds to full arm extension. That's my 3, elbow in, and then 1, 2, 3. Up we come, punch it up, lower it down over 3 seconds on the top and 3 seconds on the bottom. It's not a high tempo session, but trust me, you will be sweating, you will be breathing heavily because you're generating a lot of energy and that body is burning a lot of body fat. So stick with the tempo. Trust me on this. Stick with the tempo. You'll see a big return on the muscles in a short period of time and really get a good benefit out of it. So make life richer, do something good for yourself, and I'll see you in the next workout.